I'm dressed for the rainy weather, albeit we're inside.
Me too.
I still feel like it exemplifies or it illustrates perfectly the type of weather that's going on. Because if people see like, oh, he's hoodied up or he's denimed up,
I'm denimed up.
In the CSI fit.
For those who aren't, watching and only listening, I'm dressed in a full denim outfit.
Say it proud.
A full denim outfit that is modeled after.
Matt, you're gonna piss them off even before the end of this cold open. Well, they're gonna go and see that you're only wearing a denim jacket, and they're gonna be miffed.
You
MIPH''D.
Okay. Why? I'm sorry, guys.
Oh my goodness. It's that time again. It's time to talk about Shopify. What the heck is Shopify, you might be asking? Well, Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world and 10% of all e-commerce in the US. And take it from me, Ryan McGee, that Shopify is so much fun. If you're ready to sell, you're ready for Shopify. Turn your big business idea with Shopify on your side. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/super. Go to shopify.com/super. Again, that's shopify.com/super. I don't mess around with the things I use every day, like my mattress. I want something built right and built to last. That's why I sleep on a mattress from Brooklyn Bedding. I love having some fun on my Brooklyn Bedding mattress. I like rolling around, doing cartwheels, somersaults. It's a grand old time. It's fun, and not only is it fun, it's comfortable as heck. So go to brooklynbedding.com and use our promo code SuperMega at checkout to get 30% off site-wide. This offer is not available anywhere else. That's brooklynbedding.com and promo code SuperMega for 30% off site-wide. Support our show and let them know we sent you after checkout. brooklynbedding.com, promo code SuperMega. Woohoo!
Congratulations, you won! Alert! 今天恢复你美丽的 ꜰᴏᴇᴇ。
Are you ready for the roughneck bass?
What is the roughneck bass in this instance? Unless you're actually just literally talking about, are you ready for you're about to play the song, which we couldn't play the song because we're on YouTube, and that would take away all the monetization we could potentially get on this podcast, this hit podcast episode 90.
Damn, guys,
right?
Episode 90,
right?
And it is, and I was gonna play the Skrillex roughneck bass song at that point. I was gonna instruct Luke to, play it right. Like the cue is when I say, "Are you ready for the roughneck bass?" and then the drop. But you're right, we can't play it. Are you ready for the roughneck bass? Blah blah.
Is that the one with the ice cream truck?
The music video?
Yeah.
I think that's the one with Santa Claus.
Oh.
Have you seen that one?
They all kind of are the same to me. I'm like, it could have been like Santa Claus in the ice cream truck for all
maybe.
I knew. From what I remember, I really don't know.
I
just know that there's one with the ice cream truck. There's one with Santa Claus.
One with old people.
Yep. There's one with there's one where they just recreated the bench scene from Forrest Gump,
right,
to a T, which I didn't understand.
I didn't either. And then Skrillex has that other one where he's dressed up as Radio and he's in the shopping cart.
Yeah, I personally didn't like that one.
Oh, I
gave it a dislike, even though unfortunately that just counts as an interaction.
Right.
It means the same as a like.
So you guys totally shouldn't dislike this video.
Don't do that. I don't want to play that. Every time it starts a dislike wave, and it sucks.
It's interactions, though.
It's interactions, but I believe also YouTube does go.
Maybe we shouldn't show this to people.
Yeah.
Oh, well, don't dislike it. Go ahead and like it.
It's too late.
They've already started.
Yeah.
Please don't dislike it.
Then this episode's already. I'm gonna look at the percentage of the likes and dislikes.
No, here's what's gonna happen.
You've already made it history.
I'm gonna forget.
This is one of the dislike episodes.
I'm gonna forget about this, and then in a week or two when this comes out, I'm gonna go look at my YouTube Studio app, and I'm gonna see that all of a sudden this episode has a ton of dislikes, and my heart's gonna drop. It's gonna ruin my day. I'm gonna go, why did people hate this episode so much? Like what happened? And then
Was that sick thrill worth it?
No, because I'm gonna forget that I asked people to do that. I'm like,
And for what purpose?
well, I thought it was engagement. I thought it was supposed to. I'm like, they didn't like the word of the week, maybe?
This is where the saying "bit off more than we could chew," where that saying applies a little bit. Because we started the bite off, we got a little confident, and then we bit off more than we could chew.
We had our mouths open wide, started,
and that could be a cookie, or it could be a sandwich, I guess.
Or
It
Slim
could be
Jim.
anything. I'm just trying to help people without an imagination try to picture what this saying, visually.
Yeah, for those with like aphantasia, imagine. Oh wait, I guess you can't. Well, look at the screen. My finger. Imagine it's a Slim Jim stick.
Can they even do that?
Like in their brain, their brain can, they can. Okay. Instead of a Slim Jim stick, it's just my finger. And see, it's more than I'm able to chew. Right.
Something like that, I guess.
Aphantasia, every few months, that trend, or not trend, but it goes viral on X, the Everything app, where it's the picture of the apple. It's 5 pictures because there's like 5 levels of aphantasia.
5.
And it's like, when you try to picture an apple in your head, which one does it look like? And you and I both are one, I believe, where, if I picture an apple, I can see that John right up close in 3D. I can rotate it, cut it in half, make it fucking turn into a bunch of little men running around.
Like, I can imagine it. Like, for me, it's like I can imagine it and I can see it clear.
Yeah, me too.
But it's not as if, like, I'm turning off my vision and I'm seeing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because I saw people...
It's like there's a little stencil, like an imaginative stencil where I can, like,
It's like the same neurons that are responsible for, like, me seeing things are firing when I'm thinking about an apple, but, like, I'm not actually seeing it. Because I saw people, I guess, with aphantasia that were confused. They were like, what the fuck do you mean you see an apple? Like, it's not literally physically in front of my eyes aren't seeing it.
Yeah, you would not be mentally well if you saw an apple, like, just if you imagine an apple and saw it.
Yeah, you're not hallucinating like an object, but like, I don't know, I can't explain it. It's fully there though. It's like I can see it. And like, do you have it too where you can like picture smells and tastes and stuff? Like, if I think about the taste of an apple, I can taste it. Like, slightly, yeah. Like, and then my mouth starts to water, but that's just thinking of food. That's just everybody, when they get hungry, they begin to salivate. I actually, this weekend, I had a bag of beef jerky, and
a whole bag.
I had eaten most of it.
Teriyaki?
Yep.
Okay.
Sweet Baby Ray's.
And see, you got to get that sweet heat sometimes.
It was Sweet Baby Ray's.
Okay.
And my dog, not my friend, my dog.
Not Mike Dog.
No. I don't talk to him anymore.
Okay.
But my dog was sitting there staring at me because I had a bag of jerky. And I went, reached in, pulled out a little piece of that jerky. And I noticed he starts licking his lips, his mouth starts watering. And I was like, why does that happen? Is it just like an evolutionary thing for like your brain is prepping your mouth for food? It's like lubricating your mouth.
Same thing, when you're throwing up, your mouth's going, woohoo!
Oh, that's why.
Let's go.
That's why it waters. Like it starts watering before you puke because it's your mouth trying to like protect from the acid.
It's where I instantly know I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, I can't. There's no going back. Like, you know how when you're trying to hold that feeling of vomiting, you feel like you can just make it. But the moment I start to like. My mouth starts to pool with saliva. I'm just like, oh, Yeah, my body's just telling me this is happening.
Like if I am not in like near a toilet, but I think I'm feeling like I have to puke, and I'm debating if I need to go into the bathroom, I'm always like, but then the second my mouth waters, I'm like, all right, now we're going. Now
I gotta stand up. I just gotta beeline it.
Yeah.
The most horrifying thing would be to be in a public setting, go rush to the restroom, and then it, or like, it's occupied.
That sounds like a nightmare.
I think just in that situation, I feel like I just be like, fuck, and just throw up.
You can't really do anything.
I did that at the South Carolina State Fair when I was like I want to say this happened middle school-ish. I like had an elephant ear and a bunch of cotton candy and the works.
Oh yeah,
probably a few
candy
little
apple?
donuts or not. No, I didn't like candied apples
Candied
that
apples
much.
the best.
I was a little bitch boy back in the day. I just wanted some straight sugar, and I was like, an apple? You're trying to make a sweet healthy?
That's gay sugar.
Get that out of here. Look, you can't be using, like, I know your dad taught you some stuff when you were young. You can't be bringing
straight
that.
sugar, so I said gay sugar.
Suffice it to say, it's still terminology that your dad taught you when you were younger.
No, he used a different word. So I was actually being polite just now. It's what he called the powdered sugar, actually.
Yeah.
And for the longest time growing up, I thought that's just what it was called.
It was for baking or something.
Yeah. And I didn't know that's not what it's actually called. And you should have seen the looks on I went to a cooking class, and yeah, that was awkward. But were you trying to make it to a bathroom or something?
When what?
When you were at the fair.
Oh no, it's just like I went on one of those rides where it started twirling around, and I got off, and it was just one of those things where like I couldn't even make the decision to beeline it. I was holding it all the while on this like fucking tilt-a-whirl ride.
When you're on the ride, did you know it's gonna happen?
I'm like, it's happening. And as soon as I stepped off, in my head on the ride, I'm like, I can beeline it to a restroom. But the moment I got on solid ground, just my body was like, here we go. And they had to close it just for a little bit so they could. They're used to that at a state fair, though.
Oh yeah,
like that's not like. I felt bad at the time, but that's not something that people throw up at the state fair. That's just what happens.
Oh,
that's what they're there for.
I saw a woman do that at the state fair once, and boy howdy, did it scare the shit out of me. Because as many of you know, but maybe some of the listeners don't, I suffer from emetophobia.
Capital F.
Mm-hmm.
Both F's are capital.
Both F's are capital. But I suffer from emetophobia, which is the phobia of vomit. And it's not as bad as it was when I was a wee lad. But when I was a wee lad, holy F. Like, I'm not scared of myself throwing up like I used to be. When I was younger...
You used to be petrified by it.
The thought of me throwing up was, like, the scariest thing in the world. And I didn't throw up for, like, 9 years because of that.
Think in a horror movie, ladies and gentlemen, someone sweating, like the killer's right around the corner. That the killer in this case is throw up. And that beautiful blonde virgin is Matthew.
That's me. I am a beautiful blonde virgin. And basically, if someone else, dude, elementary school was a nightmare because oh my God, going into a classroom, I was anxious every day because I'm like, someone in this class is going to throw up today, and it's going to happen. And I would just be anxious. And when someone would raise their hand and say, can I go to the nurse? I don't feel good, or like, they're nauseous. My heart would start. And if the teacher said no,
ooh,
I cannot tell you the anxiety.
You're like, please let them go, please.
I would just be like, constantly looking, checking over, and then, oh my God, like a kid, like if someone went to I remember like a kid threw up or something once. Mm-hmm. I didn't see it, but they went to the nurse, and then their parents couldn't pick them up, and they just got sent back to class, and they sat next to me. Fuck, dude. I'm getting anxious thinking about it now.
So what was
funny how that comes back.
What was your like reaction then? Like, the bell just rings out of the class or something. You're excited to get to your next class. The door opens, you step out into the hallway, and all of a sudden you smell that like sand shit that the janitors use. You know what I'm talking about? Sawdust and shit. Did that smell ever strike like an anxious fear, a cold sweat down your spine?
Funny, it still does now when I think about it. Talk about aphantasia. I can smell that, and it's like, it's just weird too, because I remember walking at school and suddenly seeing puke would strike into me the fastest hot rush of adrenaline and anxiety in the pit of my stomach. I don't even know why.
I gotta cancel. I gotta cancel class today.
Oh, I would have if I could have. I would have gone home and.
You're up on the roof.
Dude.
You're on the roof of the school in the fetal position. They have a helicopter circling, trying to find you. It's nighttime at this point because you refuse to come down.
Yeah, my parents
until they clean up the vomit. The vomit's been cleaned for hours, Matthew. How can I trust you?
What if there's more?
Yeah, exactly.
Is he coming to school tomorrow? He's still sick? No. You know how bad it was? I just remembered. This is actually embarrassing.
Uh-oh.
In 5th grade.
Embarrassing?
This is embarrassing. Oh my God, in 5th grade, this kid puked.
Don't dox him now.
Okay, well, I was going to say his full name and social, but I'm not going to now.
You memorized his social
number, not his social media.
Oh, you memorized a social security number at that young of an age?
I know everyone's that I went to elementary school with.
And you don't even have photographic memory, so it is a feat. You do work hard to maintain that stuff.
Oh yeah, I make sure, and to this day I make sure I practice it. I have them written down, and I go over them every night. But this kid puked and went home early, and I sat near him in class, and I was so anxious about him coming back to school tomorrow and it happening again that I wanted to make sure if he's sick, he's staying home. When I got home, I found the school directory and I called his house, literally, and I asked his mom. And I was not friends with this kid, by the way. We weren't.
You're just some strange child,
like we weren't
calling
friends.
in to some grown woman. Just imagine from your perspective, Matt. Just say it. Some child. Hello?
Is Devontae coming to school tomorrow?
Who is this?
Matthew. Are you one of his friends? Well, no, but no. And I asked if he was coming to school tomorrow to ease my anxiety, and she said no. And I remember, it was like a Thursday night, knowing that tomorrow's Friday. You know, and you're all excited for the weekend.
I picture the world where, like, she says that, you go to school tomorrow, you're, like, all happy, all of a sudden, oh, God. All of a sudden, he's, like, walking through the front door,
holding his stomach.
Yeah, you're like, you go into the bathroom, you go into, like, the maid office, take the phone, call his mom again. You lied to me!
You bitch! You lied, bitch! Yeah, it was horrible though. Elementary school was very anxiety inducing at the peak of that fear. I used to ask my mom this is more of a sign that I had OCD and didn't realize it at the time, but I would ask my mom every single morning before school, is someone gonna throw up in class today? Because I needed the reassurance. And she'd always say, no, Matthew. And then when it happened one day, I felt betrayed.
You know, that's also... I noticed that you just skirted by the other OCD thing that you do, which it's fine if you don't want to talk about it, but the checking for leprechauns thing, where you have to...
I would like to go past that, and don't keep that in, Luke. But and honestly, let's just go to ads. It's a good time just find a place to go to ads.
I didn't mean anything. I was just like,
why would I want to talk about that? You know how sensitive that is.
Oh my goodness. It's that time again. It's time to talk about Shopify! What the heck is Shopify, you might be asking? Well, Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world and 10% of all e-commerce in the US. From household names like Mattel and Gymshark to brands just getting started, like how we once were, and because we use Shopify. Fun fact, get started with your own design studio. With hundreds of ready-to-use templates, Shopify helps you build a beautiful online store to match your brand style. Get the word out like you have a marketing team behind you. Easily create email and social media campaigns wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling. And take it from me, Ryan McGee, that Shopify is so much fun. If you're ready to sell, you're ready for Shopify. Turn your big business idea into with Shopify on your side. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/super. Go to shopify.com/super. Again, that's shopify.com/super.
Dude, you said something recently that was so goddamn funny.
And believe it or not, it had nothing to do with having sex with my mother. That was me being you. Because you usually joke. Come on, dude. Don't.
Your yes-anding with shit, especially in the last year, has just been phenomenal. The puppets thing about my grandpa. And the, oh God, there was something recently, I don't remember what it was. But the puppet thing was so fucking funny. And didn't think so. I'm like, Mom, he died like 40 years ago. Get over it.
The puppet thing.
Like, Mom, he died in the fucking 80s. You're still upset about it?
Yeah, but now like his lasting memory is there's no statue to him in South Carolina. In California, we erected one.
We did, and he's holding a marionette. He's doing a little statue of my grandfather.
I'm not sure he'd be holding a marionette these days.
No, it's holding
if he
him.
could have, if he made it.
Yeah, if his hands were intact. But welcome back, everybody.
Guess what?
Chicken butt.
Yep. How'd you know? I've been working on that one too. I'm working on it in the mirror. I've been trying to be a little more, coy. I've been trying to put a good poker face on, but you fucking got me again.
When you said, guess what? Basically like reality paused and then zoomed in. I looked to the side and
it's like a Sherlock Holmes moment where everything.
It's similar to That's So Raven.
Oh, okay.
Where it went into my eye and I saw you go chicken butt, and then it zoomed back out, and I knew exactly what to say. That is so Raven though. You thought about that,
dude? That's So Raven has a podcast, which is crazy.
She just had Ballinger on.
Raven Simone.
Yeah.
Colin.
She had Colin Ballinger on, and sucks because we were gonna have Colleen on as our first guest.
And JoJo.
Yeah.
I really wanted to hear more about Chris Hughes and how that relationship's going.
I know, and I wanted to hear about I forgot what she named his balls, but yeah, there's a lot of
Sleepy and doughy.
It was actually something
I'd have been offended.
Yeah. There's some things, guys. Listen, I understand the excitement of young love. I understand, well, for him, not so young, but I understand when you first fall in love with someone, you're just so head over heels. You want to let the whole world know.
Your brain's like,
yeah. It's actually it does a lot of the same things in your brain that cocaine does. Fun fact, but you don't have to tell the whole world a lot of these details that you find them cute and they feel good to you, but it's because your brain is in a state of intoxication. Ours isn't. So when you tell us, that you named his balls, I forgot what they're called, which is actually good that's left my memory now. You don't have to tell us that.
I don't want to look it up. I don't want to solidify.
I don't either. I don't want to know.
I don't want to enforce it.
I remember I read it and I was like, the look on my face when I first read that, I was like, why would you, why? And why am I seeing this now? Why do I know it?
Matt, can we talk about the generational friendship rift that has been cut between Zendaya and Sydney Sweeney? Don't worry, we'll talk about Cutie Cinderella later.
Okay. All right, as long as, yeah.
Jason the Ween, big update on him too.
Mm-hmm.
You won't believe.
I didn't believe it when I heard, and you guys aren't going to believe it when you hear this Jason the Ween update. But you're going to have to wait until later in the podcast, and it's pretty crazy.
Matt and I were chilling at a hookah bar, and he comes in. I don't want to
wait. Save it.
Yep.
And also, we can't talk about all the details, but
of course,
dude. When's the last time you went to a hookah bar?
Bro, like a decade. Like when I first moved out here. No, okay. Let me see. I first moved out here 2015. Probably last time was probably around 2017, maybe 2016, where I was like, I did it like just out of the blue one time or something. Like I think I went to a place where it was like pizza and hookah.
That sounds disgusting. That's an awful combination, dude. It's like, have you ever wanted just like a horrible fruity taste and an incredibly strong to the point of almost vomiting nicotine buzz while you eat greasy pizza?
I don't know, dude. There's something about when we had the hook.
Oh man,
we had several hook. We had 2,
dude,
3.
When you and I would fire up,
because one broke.
Right, I remember.
Was it banana?
No, I thought.
What happened? Was it just an
Daniel
accident?
broke it.
Daniel probably.
I thought it was. Here's what I remember. I remember you, me, and Daniel sitting on the couch in the old apartment, and we were watching. Maybe it was Bo Burnham special, or maybe it was Louis.
I do.
And I
remember
Daniel walking over. I was in the middle, and and it was yours. It was your nice one that you had bought.
Well, got another one.
Not now.
No,
but yeah,
I couldn't imagine doing it. Like
dude, it's disgusting.
When's the last time you've done it?
Last time I did hookah was, I want to say,
besides your mom's recent Sweet 16 themed birthday party,
right? Which
fun theme,
theme, but also like no 16-year-old's gonna have hookah at their birthday party unless they're really fucking cool. I went to a hookah bar maybe in 2017 in Charleston, like. Because I was hanging out with a church friend from growing up, and he's like, let's get these other guys that we went to church with want to hang out, and they're like kind of fratty bros, and I was like, okay, first thing they want to do, let's go to a hookah bar. Okay, and yeah.
What is it with early 20s, like maybe even like 19 to 22 range within hookahs?
I think it's just this exciting new thing that now you are able to partake in that you weren't able to partake in before, and it's like it's got an allure to it because you go do it in this special place that's just for doing it.
That's why I used to, like, I don't smoke them anymore, but that's why I would go to, once I turned 18, me and my friends would go to the tobacco merchant, like the cigar merchant. I just remember standing in the rooms and smelling them. They had some like chocolate kind of scent. I don't know how to explain it. Like the flavor was somewhat mocha and whatever.
Notes of fine cocoa.
Notes of shit. Ugh. Fuck, dude. Ugh. Dude, we should do that.
Sell tobacco. Sell a
dude,
cigar.
It would be big. Dude, we can rush it out for Black Friday. You know how many people?
And it already looks like a poo poo. You know?
Yes, dude. Big money, big bucks.
This is big money.
Cha-ching. Can anyone hear that? Luke put it in a cash register. Going cha-ching.
And Luke, do not use the same sound effect that you are required to use by Shopify for the Shopify ads, because that's not our sound effect to use.
Now, what if Luke says, "Fuck you, I do what I want"?
Well, he'll have to take that up with Shopify.
And you. He'll take it up with Luke. If you try to put the same sound effect in, you have to confront Matt. But if you choose to use a different one, you don't have to confront Matt. It can be a physical confrontation or a verbal confrontation.
He's like trying to balance what is going to require more work. Finding a new sound effect or just, confronting me on camera. But hookah is disgusting.
It has to be on the bathroom cam.
The one in the toilet or the one that's in the corner?
The one attached to, the
toilet one?
Yeah.
The bidet, quote
mm-hmm.
unquote. Yeah. Shit, Luke doesn't know, but just kidding, Luke. We're making jokes. The bidet is not a camera.
Do you think there's a little part of him that will check next time? Just be like,
well, he doesn't go number 2 at the office.
That is true. Not unless we make him.
Mm-hmm. Like feed him laxative secretly.
When you sit on his chest and I sit on his stomach, and then we bounce up and down.
It's
dude.
like, well, you and I are bouncing up and down, like alternating, like doom 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 doom. Yeah, but hookah's disgusting. It's just gross.
Yeah, it is,
dude. If you've ever wanted to, you know what's really cool about hookah bars in Glendale?
The people in them.
Well, yeah, specifically in Glendale. I've always wanted to visit Armenia, but you know that's expensive, and I don't want to have to do a 30-hour flight over there. I just have to walk into a hookah bar in Glendale. I've been transported to Armenia. It's super cool.
How much of that was just us just being heavy with our I mean, of course, a lot of the buzz, of course, was the stuff, but you're also with a hookah specifically, you're taking deep breaths in and deep breaths out, which gets you a little lightheaded, like the pass out game. I'll stop bringing that up.
When you take a really deep breath in and back out, you do get a little lightheaded because it's a rush of oxygen. So remember as a kid thinking that that was a way to get high without drugs was if you hyperventilate, it's like, whoa, I'm so high. It's pretty cool.
Dude, I just sniffed some markers, some Sharpies.
Dude,
those were the original poppers, dude.
I remember
a little highlighter.
I remember kids thinking that if you sniffed a Sharpie, you would get high.
Why didn't they have a Ned's Declassified School Survival? Matt, this seems like something they could get away with in the 2000s. Okay, maybe in the 90s, where they have a very poor portrayal of a drug addict, but as made for the purpose of the school, how they have a businesswoman and a hacker or whatever. This would be another one of those...
The archetypes?
Another one of those archetypes. Hold on one second. Sorry, I thought I had a boom boom, and then I didn't. I didn't. And now I'm embarrassed.
Now you made me imagine fucking AJ.
The jet plane?
No, that's JJ. I'm imagining AJ or AJ specifically screaming one big boom and then shitting his pants in front of his son.
That's good shit, dude.
Thanks.
We should make that into a TikTok. It'll do big numbers.
One big boom.
But they do this archetype for the Ned's Declassified where they're doing the drug archetype. And what was this? We were talking about a specific thing. There was something I was going to use for it. They were like
sniffing Sharpies?
Yeah, it's they have highlighter or Sharpie around their nose where they're like, hey man, I can get you the stuff. If they ever do a new one, they can't steal that idea. They have to pay me for it.
They will.
Okay.
I think that I would, as much as in my head I like to imagine myself being cast in a major motion picture as maybe the heartthrob, probably not going to happen. But if I play into what I could look like, I do think probably one of the roles that I could play best in a movie or TV show would be a drug addict, just because I look sick.
Dude, if you made yourself look sickly and gross, you could get some callbacks from really I think of Robert Eggers needs to use you as a corpse in a graveyard or something.
All right, well, let's not take it that far. But
dude, you would 100% do that. If we could go be in a movie where you're playing a corpse in a Robert Eggers movie.
Dude, I would be in a movie as anything.
Yeah.
But the new Ned's Declassified,
one of those corpses in a cage. I keep bringing up corpses, but I'm just saying you got to make yourself look sickly and play to that. And then
I could get cast as a drug addict or imagine if I
put makeup to make the circles dark, super dark.
I don't really need makeup for that. Imagine if I buzzed my head and lost some weight. I think I could play a great drug addict. So,
or a great drug addict / white supremacist if you buzz your head.
I think I could also probably portray a pretty not not because like no, not I couldn't portray a good white supremacist because
like Daniel
I'd be good
Radcliffe,
at
you're
it.
an artist,
Yeah.
and you wanna seek the true depths of human emotion, and while a lot of the times that can be love, that also requires you to delve into hate.
Right.
From
And
your acting coach taught you that.
I think I could.
And there's like acting physical therapy sessions you were doing. Good deal.
It was a great deal. And it wasn't physical therapy. They were massage technique
Okay.
classes.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
I learned some stuff, but I think I could play a good white supremacist if I buzzed the head. I would look scary. I look like if I buzz my head, I'd look scary, unpunchable, and evil. Maybe a white supremacist that's addicted to drugs.
I could play Chris Pratt's loser son.
And I could play his drug addict friend.
Huh?
Chris Pratt's loser son's drug addict friend, who's trying to get Chris Pratt's loser son to do drugs. But Chris Pratt's loser son maybe isn't that much of a loser.
And if it's on Netflix, we'll get that like odd-looking Netflix look. Dude, imagine us in that weird-looking Netflix look. That's how you know you make it.
What?
You know how Netflix, they all use like kind of like the same technology, the same camera. It's like everything on Netflix looks kind of the same because it's all, I'm guessing, not in-house, but they're using the same equipment potentially and the same technology and all that. So there's been this thing that people call like the Netflix look. And it is there. You watch like the Avatar show. Even like there's a slight bit of, oddly enough, with this Frankenstein movie with Guillermo del Toro that he directed. And maybe that was just the fact that I watched it on Netflix. Who knows? But I do feel like even with the Star Wars shows, there's this odd. Oh, Star Wars is Disney Plus. But just with anything big budget that Netflix seems to do, there's this. I don't know. How would you describe it, dude? Like this film of sleekness, of smoothness, of cleanliness, like where things are a little too clean. I don't know how to explain that look.
It does feel very scrubbed in the sense of like because it's a big budget studio, everything has a very run of the mill, not necessarily always in a bad way, but like run of the mill, like you're not going to get anything that's gritty or shot more avant-garde, I think. Mm-hmm. That's in terms of camera work or even just like cameras they use.
Is Netflix like $1 billion corporation, right? Wouldn't you imagine?
Netflix is hundreds of billions, I'd imagine.
Because I look at what Netflix is doing, and like again, it's like some of it looks decent, but there is like, it's like y'all have a lot of money. Like I don't know, sometimes it's like, I don't know, it's just you'd think things would look better. Like for example, sometimes the lighting in a lot of the shows is just like, it's almost like they just, instead of thinking too much about the lighting, I'm thinking of I'll use Avatar as an example again. It's almost like just white, bright lighting. Just everything's lit well. It doesn't feel like they're in a real place. It feels
lighting's
like,
a big.
Yeah, the studio. It's like you can tell they're in a studio still, even though there's none of that
standard.
green screen of dithering, whatever.
Like it's good lighting, but it's just very standard studio lighting, I guess.
The atmosphere is like missing a little bit from some of the stuff, I feel.
It just feels like it's shot in a studio, Netflix is worth, as of today, November 17th, 2025, approximately $471 billion.
Okay, yes. So I guess I was going to say, because like Amazon Prime, on the other hand, has the Fallout TV show, and I saw the trailer for it. And
I watched the first 2 episodes.
It looks like fine, and like from the trailer of the second season, I'm actually amazed that they're able to shoot and whip this up and release it so quickly, because HBO and other people take like years to sometimes release the next season of a big budget show. But like it looks decent. Apparently they're using like puppetry and
That's
like
cool.
a lot of prosthetics, a lot of actual tangible things if they can, and using CGI where they have, you know, some of the shots still, like there's one shot in the trailer where the main character or whatever is shooting her gun, and a lot of movies and TV shows, you'll remember this from The Walking Dead, they don't do gun recoil right, where it's like you can tell like you're shooting something that blows smoke out the front, but it doesn't feel like there's a kick, like a realistic kick.
Because a real gun, the kick is like instant and pretty punchy. Where like
It's not just like a
yeah.
you know.
Also, they always instead of like it going back, they go up like with it.
But there's like one part that looks kind of like, to me, it looks a little goofy. But like in terms of, I don't know, it's like that show looks like it's using the budget well, even on a rushed, probably release schedule. What is the difference between that and like the Disney Plus or the Netflixes, where regardless of what the budget seems to be, this stuff, unless it's Stranger Things, it's not going to get the love and care to really make it feel lived in the atmosphere, like decent. It's just like, let's film this. Yep, good. Let's go. Next shot.
Well, with Amazon, probably also, you know, they have less original series that have a huge pull to the point where they would be taking up like all the time of the, or like, I guess like Netflix has, you know, like Stranger Things and a bajillion other things, where like Amazon, it's like we're competing with Netflix, so we have to put in like as much work as possible to make whatever show we're doing, like that.
Yeah.
Whatever's going to be the big ticket show, like Fallout.
That's definitely the big, because I haven't seen much of anything else on, like, what's another Prime show? Like I'd probably be surprised what is, but like
Right.
I can't think of anything. Like with Netflix, your go-to would be like Stranger Things,
Black Mirror.
Mindhunters, Black Mirror, something like that. But like with Prime, Fallout really is the only thing that comes to like my mind. Hulu shares shit with Disney Plus in a weird kind of way.
Yeah, because they own Hulu.
Because Apple TV has a bunch of like the news, the Jennifer Aniston.
The new show by Vince Gilligan.
Yeah, that's on Apple
which
TV.
I need to watch. I've heard it's
Same
really
here.
good.
Pluribus.
But sorry, I looked up most valuable companies after you asked if Netflix was a $1 billion.
Are they
company.
weapons manufacturers?
No.
Damn.
What do you think the most valuable company is, right?
In the world?
And what do you think its value is?
I wouldn't. The thing that about this is that is it a brand that I would know? Because there's a lot of.
It is.
There's a lot of brands out there, like a lot of billionaires that work for companies where, like, I'm like, I don't even know, like the silent billionaire. You know what I mean?
Those are the scary ones.
They're funding shit. They're still, you know, doing their work.
This is it's a company that you know. It's not one that was at the top of the list, or even like when you think of the big companies that are like the most like this is not one that has historically been up there at the top. Think about technology.
It's not going to be like Apple or Microsoft,
Those are up there in the top.
but it's not the top, I would imagine.
Apple's number 2. So this has surpassed Apple.
I don't like the thing
It's
is
not Amazon.
I'm still like millennial Apple brained, because Apple was encoded in us since
Apple was.
childhood. Like that was our childhood, and growing up, that's when like, you know, the iPhone was the
iPod.
biggest revolution, and like the iPod came out around our time too. I think the iPod, or like the first iteration, of course we were too young to kind of memorize, and I thought like some of the stuff was before our time as well.
Yeah. I mean, Apple's been around since the 70s.
Yeah, but for
80s?
like the I'm talking about the, I guess, when was the
first iPod I think was 2001.
Okay.
I
Then
think.
yeah, we were young as
Maybe.
fuck, but like we were around for that like turning point of technology.
I remember when the iPod Nano came out, and that was a really big deal. But
The iPhone was the big thing.
that was the big thing. But biggest company, in terms of value. And it's funny because this might age poorly in I don't know how many months or years if someone listens back to this, because I saw today that a lot of really, really, really big firms and companies are suddenly selling off like the majority of their stock in this company, which means they probably know something. Oh. Who knows? Might age poorly, or it's just more bogus I saw online. NVIDIA.
No, that's right, because they're AI shit.
Yeah.
NVIDIA's big with AI stuff.
Guess how
they
much
make
they're
most
worth.
of their money off of that.
Guess how much they're worth?
Billions and billions and billions. Trillion?
5 trillion.
Jesus. Yeah.
$5 trillion.
Because I heard that there was like a...
that sounds overvalued to me.
Because isn't it most of their money is made through the AI technology that they're developing and stuff
it's because
like that?
they make micro chips and stuff.
They're the big
like,
microchips.
So for AI, you need a bajillion of those, don't you? Mm-hmm. For all the processors it uses.
We need to make our own. Come on.
Yeah. So NVIDIA, crazy amount
but
of
people are selling their stocks for NVIDIA.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of people are selling off like huge, like SoftBank.
What would be the reason? Because NVIDIA is going to be like NVIDIA's around for like.
Is it NVIDIA?
NVIDIA.
I have no clue how to say it.
NVIDIA.
That's what happens when you make a stupid company name that has no way to pronounce it properly.
We can say what we want.
I'll say NVIDIA.
Okay.
All right. With an
sure.
NVIDIA. NVIDIA stock, yeah, a lot of big companies are selling it off, and some other big ones are shorting it, and I think it's because what AI bubble, it's gonna pop. It's like the .com bubble kind of. I feel like it'll do a big pop soon, and they're like, oh wow.
I never expected us. I truly thought like I was going to be an elderly person whenever this mythical AI shit would take form, and I didn't know what form it would have taken. I didn't I
didn't know it would be Donald Trump and Bill Clinton making out.
Yeah,
you know?
I wouldn't know it would be like Donald Trump grabbing Bill Clinton's dick through his pants and then kissing his penis.
Which it's gone very far. It looks very real. It looks very, very real. It's scary. It's very scary.
Oh,
AI is terrifying. Except for the AI that's watching this video.
Yeah, exactly. Well, YouTube doesn't AI go through like YouTube uses AI to like go through our video.
Yeah, but the AI specifically that is
it's not the same type.
I'm talking about the one that maybe in like 20 years is watching this. And trying to find evidence before the tribunal to decide if we need to be put down or not based on our stance.
Dude, it's weird. Like I have this old man mentality probably about it, but it's almost like with AI in my world, in my perfect world, if this was a thing that would happen, there's like a switch where it's like the AI systems are up. I'd be like, we have to shut it down. Then across the globe, some people are mad. I'm like, it had to be done. Like that's my thought process. It's like, stop it. We're way too in over our heads with this shit.
It's like
I hate it.
Like I think that obviously it's inevitable, and
of course,
but the problem is we're going fast. We're for the sake of profit. We're going faster than we like we don't understand it fully, and instead of slowing down and trying to like figure out put safeguards in place, we're just full steam ahead.
Especially this administration is just kind of like, take advantage of my people.
Yeah, go ahead. And it's very I think one of the biggest mistakes of our lifetime, probably. Maybe this will age poorly and I'll look like a dumb
and
jackass.
It won't be that much that happened from it, and it's just another one of those. The internet leveled out at one point.
I think that like one of the biggest mistakes is not putting in more safeguards in place for the sake of profit, just full steam ahead. I think that like because of that, it's gonna have a very negative implication, and AI could get to the point where it can really fuck some shit up.
Well, it just sucks because like we're I mean, we're at the point of no return, dude. I mean,
That's the
Coca-Cola's
thing, yeah.
using it for an ad. Dude, I was scrolling, and I probably said this already, but again, I was scrolling through TikTok, and Postmates has an ad, and it's an obvious AI. Let me see if I can find this shit, dude. It's actually just kind of like this. Like, it made me, it was like a moment where my stomach dropped, and I'm like, oh no.
My girlfriend got a YouTube ad yesterday before a YouTube video that was fully AI.
Let me see.
I got an AI ad on Reddit. It was just a picture of a woman enjoying some gummies, and she had 3 arms. I'm like, how did that get by?
It's like, essentially, it's just like close-ups with a colored backdrop of like people biting into burgers and like food, but all the food and the people and everything is very clearly AI. And it's not one of those situations where it's like, okay, we're being a little overly sensitive. It's just like, what the fuck? Like, I can only think of all the fucking creativity that's lost in this, like all the jobs and all the creative people that are getting their starts that have a failed start now because their ideas and their creativity isn't being heard, listened to, used, whatever. It's just, let's do this. Come on, Coca-Cola. Even though you think, maybe this is a dream a pipe dream for us. But it's like, you'd think the more money someone has, the more they'd put into like their own product and their own brand and not have to take these. You'd think AI would more so be used by like small mom and pop shops to create like a logo because they
don't have the funds
designer.
necessarily to hire graphic designers.
Yeah.
Or X, Y, and Z, or a small place that doesn't have the money to shoot a whole commercial.
But these people that they can get a set, they can hire actors, they have all of that fucking money to spend for it.
But why spend money if you don't have to?
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's
Cha-ching.
just I don't like it.
Corporate greed is something I think it's a beautiful thing, and I think that it's one of the greatest things that's ever happened.
You know what else is one of the greatest things that's ever about to happen? The sound of my piss hitting the toilet bowl.
I have to piss too. I was about to say.
Pee time.
Cross streams. We're gonna cross streams. We'll be right back.
I don't mess around with the things I use every day, like my mattress. I want something built right and built to last. That's why I sleep on a mattress from Brooklyn Bedding. Yes, sir. You can feel the work ethic in these beds. Honest materials, real craftsmanship, zero BS. Brooklyn Bedding handcrafts every mattress in their Arizona factory. No middlemen, no gimmicks. Just top-tier quality, honest pricing, and real American craftsmanship for a better night's sleep. I love having some fun on my Brooklyn Bedding mattress. I like rolling around, doing cartwheels, somersaults. It's a grand old time. It's fun, and not only is it fun, it's comfortable as heck. So go to brooklynbedding.com and use our promo code SuperMega at checkout to get 30% off site-wide. This offer is not available anywhere else. That's brooklynbedding.com and promo code SuperMega for 30% off site-wide. Support our show and let them know we sent you after checkout. brooklynbedding.com, promo code SuperMega. Woohoo! As the white fellow set down his Celsius, he picked up the SuperMega branded mic and began to talk into the microphone.
Yes, I did. Yes, I am doing. What's up, guys? We took piss, and now it's time for Word of the Week. You know what, guys? We'll give you a good one this time because a lot of you have been whining.
Have they been?
And bitching and moaning that the Word of the Week is too basic.
Did they not like hat?
No. They didn't.
What?
Come on.
What do you mean, come on?
They want something.
It's a fucking word. Some people are new to the English language too, and I'm sure that one's good for them. We're eclectic. Our words are eclectic.
Which is, ironically, the word of the week. Eclectic.
A country linking Northeast Africa with the Middle East.
Well. Did you have a good weekend?
Can't say that. That's a dog whistle for racists.
Oops. Luke, take care of that. It's been raining. It's been pouring, and
This old man has been snoring, might I add.
you may add it. You may, sir.
Good sir.
It's good, sir. I'm sorry. It's been wet here in Los Angeles, and most people are probably like, so, because it rains in other places all the time. Here it does not rain that often. It rains like maybe a little bit in February.
We're getting a whole week of it too, Matthew. We're getting a whole week.
I know. I was going to go to Camp Flognaw this weekend, and then the day before it got canceled because of the downpours and the wind. Dude, I bet the LA River right now is crazy.
Oh, okay, that scared me. I went over and I saw that. Wait, it's not going to be raining. Wait, I keep track of Irmo's broadcast as well.
I was about to say, I was like 37. What the fuck?
Sorry, the actual all week. Wednesday we get a little bit of a break, which would be nice. But then Thursday, Friday again.
Ooh.
We get a little bit cloudy Saturday.
Love it, dude. I love the rain so much.
Look at this thing. Look at the system moving in.
Damn, we got a big old system moving over
big
us.
Big meaty system.
It's coming off the Pacific Ocean right now, and it's rolling right over our studio as we speak. It's going.
Dude, Earth is so fucking cool. Why don't aliens want to like pop by?
They have.
Well, why don't they want to say hi then? Pop by and say hi.
Have you been charging your crystals? Because if you've been charging your crystals every time there's a full moon, you'd be able to say hi to them.
You said the same thing about the fucking, I can't remember, the orbs or whatever the fuck they're called. And now it's about the crystals. Next week I'm sure it'll be do you have the right necklace?
Have you been studying Sumerian?
No. I just want look, I think Earth is an interesting planet. We have a lot of cool sights, a lot of interesting sounds, creatures aboot, so many creatures. We're a very diverse planet when it comes to just landscapes and fauna, flora, life. You'd think, some aliens want to pop by and say, "Damn,
Howdy.
this is a cool planet." I'd be like, "Thank you."
Maybe they've considered it and they're like, oh, they have nukes. Never mind.
True.
They're
gonna shoot. We tried. They shot at us.
They're dangerous.
There's a hole through. He's dead because aliens can't just survive a bullet hole through the head.
Nope. We honestly, if they knew we had nukes, they'd probably just think we're hostile. Like we're the in the movies, we're the bad guy aliens.
Well, what is it? 2001: A Space Odyssey. The history of man is violence.
It is. The movie starts with those monkeys beating each other. Mm-hmm. And beating each other off a little bit.
And that is both the beating and the beating off. That is the story of man, even to this day.
Those, two things. Sex.
Donald Trump beating off Bubba with his mouth.
Fuck, he beat him off with his mouth good.
Does Putin have those pictures of Trump beating off Bubba with his mouth?
Yep.
I wish that was the sentence. I mean, the sentence already is so great.
It's grand. It's really a great sentence.
But there's a little extra spice.
Just Bubba. Dude, on Saturday, you and I were on the phone and you brought up the thing about Trump sucking off Bubba, and I hadn't heard the news yet about
it's like
the
Christmas.
Epstein
I get to
email.
deliver this to you.
Yeah, and I thought that you were just making a joke about Donald Trump sucking off Bubba from Forrest Gump. and then you continued, and I was like, wait, oh my God.
And then did you look it up on your phone?
Yeah, and then woo.
I love that it's in the collective conscious. Like SNL's doing it. It's big on TikTok, big on Twitter. Like the White House
X,
on X, the White House is getting ratioed with it'll be like a picture of Donald Trump and Melania being like, "Look at this power couple," that they're just now tweeting.
It's funny because
breaks.
Ever since the sucking off Bill Clinton allegations dropped, every day so far, they have the White House randomly decided to tweet Trump and Melania ballroom dancing with the lyrics "I can't help falling in love with you" or power couple. And it's once the gay allegations drop, guys be posting their girls.
It's funny because the only other thing that people are like, well, it's not Bill Clinton, is because Epstein's brother was like, it's not, Bubba's not Bill Clinton. But he doesn't say it's like, oh, that was just my pedophile brother just having a joke.
I was just laughing with my pedophile brother. We were just goofing off.
But like,
yeah, he doesn't say, oh, he was. Yeah,
that didn't happen.
He was joking. It wasn't. He could have said it wasn't serious. It wasn't a serious email. Come on.
It's just Bubba's not Bill.
He's like, well, it's not Bill Clinton.
And then which led people to be like, Cash Patel's homie, Bubba.
Or the actor that plays Bubba in Forrest Gump.
True. Could have been all three.
Which would probably be more controversial to his base.
If I blow all three Bubbas, who are they going to believe? There's stories coming out about me blowing every single Bubba. They're not going to believe it. They're not going to believe it at all.
He's got
this is after blowing Bill, and they're trying to come up with a way to get ahead of it. It's like, look, you're gonna have to. Look, I got a friend named Bubba. He could help out. And then there's that guy from Forrest Gump. That's the character. That's the character's name. Now, I think it'll work for the news story. Just got to get it in there.
Come on.
Fast and hot. I'm just kidding, President. Come on, we're jokes here. And then that Cash Patel does that. He's always doing that face. He sticks his tongue out. There's a peace sign.
Yeah, and Trump goes, "Stop, Cash!" And then Cash's one of his eyes pops out, and he has to pop it back in real quick because he's like, "Sorry, I gotta stop opening these things so wide." Terrifying. Terrifying. But now I'm imagining Trump sucking off three Bubbas at once, or he's sucking Bubba in the middle, and then he's got a cock in each hand with Bubba from Forrest Gump and the other Bubba to his left. I'd like to see that.
Is that because this will go down in history? You know what I mean? Like, this is beyond our deaths. This whole why was that said in the email? Because was it LBJ had a phone call where he's like talking about, I need a big crotch because my penis is so big.
It's on. You could find it on YouTube. It's
like one of those
LBJ
things.
Talking about his. He's talking to his seamstress or his tailor, and he's
Except
like,
this is bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
well, I don't know. We never saw the man's Johnson.
Big beautiful.
We never saw
Bill.
Lyndon's Johnson.
Hey.
Yeah. Lyndon's B, which stands for big. Johnson.
I need more space in the crotch.
Why don't people talk like that anymore?
In terms of just crotch.
It's like you don't see any older senators with that voice. Or
what is that accent, Shane? It's not the transatlantic,
no,
is it?
it's not transatlantic. All right, maybe it's a variation of it.
Yeah, because it's like, she, I'm thinking of a mobster.
Put him up, pipsqueak.
So you think you can just run out of town without talking to old Benny Boy, huh? His name's Benny Boy now.
Right.
And he has a cigar, and he goes, and then he says the famous "Sinya."
And you don't fuck with Benny Boy.
No, especially when he puffs on his cigar and they go "Sinya." Yeah, especially not then.
If you hear him say that, you're already dead.
Yeah. Oh, you're not dead then, of course, because
but
he's still gonna monologue a little bit,
right?
Show off his accent.
But it does mean
he's been working on it.
You're going to be killed, and the accent is he has been doing a good job working.
A mob boss working on a mob accent because he came from somewhere else, he came from down south or something.
He's from fucking he's trying to get rid of his
southern accent, deep south.
The southern accent is
there's many different breeds of it.
Oh yeah. Just like with, British people, they have 50 different types, and it's like, damn, and I thought one was bad.
I didn't think I'd have to waste time today discussing the British.
Well, I'm sorry, that's all we have to talk about. I don't want to talk about them any further either.
God. Have you seen their teeth?
Have you smelled their breath?
It's just the bottom of the barrel, I love it.
People, yeah, they are. They are bottom of the barrel people.
Their rotting teeth are.
I'll tell you something, man.
We're just kidding. We're just joking. We're just Americans being fun. Being fun and silly and goofy. We so love the world. We sent out our Begotten podcast.
Now, how about the Chinese?
Dude, I watched Hassan go to China. He received a little red book. He had his phone searched, and he did jumping jacks. I don't know if he did jumping jacks. I'm lying about that part. Look,
he did a great Chinese accent, like an impression. It was awesome on stream. He went back to his hotel room and he did the whole 9 yards.
Oh damn!
Yeah, a lot of people didn't like it, but
that's why I didn't see him at the Streamy Awards.
He said it was he was trying to show respect to the culture, and it's like he said that they, over there, it's seen as like a sign of respect, doing the impression, like a Chinese impression. All things considered, it was a good.
It's about assimilating to the culture,
right,
from his words,
right? And it was a good accent.
Who did he go with? Why was he? Was he just like having a fun China tour? Like, let's go to China.
It's Chinatown.
I'm going to Chinatown.
He meant to go to Chinatown, downtown, and one wrong turn later.
One wrong plane ticket later.
Whoops.
Woo!
Ooh, guess I'm in the real place.
I mean, he himself, like in line at the airport, was like, "Is this a joke? There's no way." They thought they were like this was some like set up bit, but lo and behold,
he's like, it's taken me a while to get to Chinatown. Never had to go this way.
Ooh, big Jason the Ween updated. I almost forgot.
Thank God, dude.
So, Cutie Cinderella on the Streamy Awards showed a clip of Jason the Ween. Now he has a current girlfriend, but she showed a clip of him with an ex-girlfriend.
Oh.
While his current girlfriend's probably watching, and live on stream you could see he goes, Matt, I swear to God, he goes, "Cutie, what?" He goes, "I have a girlfriend. She's watching this," and my heart was racing throughout that entire fiasco.
Well, I haven't seen it, but you telling me this has my heart racing, and I'm sure it has our viewers' hearts racing.
So my heart goes out to Cutie Cinderella and Jason the Ween,
and Jason the Ween's current girlfriend, because hey, I'm sure Jason was in the doghouse that night.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He should have given me a call. I would have been out there, brought him a 6-pack of cervezas. That's what me and him call them. It's like just an inside friend thing. So you don't call them that, Ryan.
Dude, I'd noticed that you used to talk about all your adventures with the FaZe clan.
Right.
I don't hear you haven't brought them up in the longest time.
I'm not.
You were like FaZe Ronaldo was your favorite, and
right.
Y'all used to be big hangout.
Yeah, we go
hang
to
out buddies,
we
hang
go to
out
parties
partners
together.
Yeah,
and,
party buddies. That's
chicks,
what it was. Sorry.
But I used to be his wingman. Out on the town and vice versa, and I had to stop doing that. Man, I don't really talk to him that much anymore. I don't know what.
They don't even mention you on stream.
What?
Yeah. I was watching FaZe Ronaldo. I was watching him, and he didn't mention you once.
When?
I was watching him the other day, dude, when he was on Twitch or Kick.
He probably...
Is he on Twitch or Kick? I think he's at Twitch.
I don't know, dude. Who's the main FaZe guy?
FaZe Banks. The guy with the lips.
God, fucking gorgeous, beautiful DSL he's got.
There's FaZe Lacey.
Dude, you could just be lying to me and making up names, and I would think it's part of... Like, FaZe Ronaldo sounds like some fake made-up shit that you and I come up... like
Stable Ronaldo, dude.
FaZe Nelson, dude. Like, FaZe
Nelson.
Nelson just... did you see he just accused FaZe Couch of some crazy shit?
Really?
Yeah.
He accused him of AI.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Mm-hmm. And then, get this. FaZe Windex comes in, says some shit on X, the everything app, and the whole FaZe clan is just fighting.
Well, now that you are all caught up with the FaZe, I mainly just wanted to get the Jason the Ween drama out of the way.
But you got some extra
exactly.
tea. That's the great thing about being YouTubers. Is
Podcast extraordinaires.
Podcast extraordinaires is you and I know a ton of YouTube and Twitch drama behind the scenes that the rest of the world only wishes they knew. And when you and I see these controversies going down, we know the full story.
Like how Hassan asked if we had Depends, and we thought he was joking. We thought it was for a bit, and then the podcast ends, and he didn't ask once during the podcast about the Depends until after the podcast, where he was like, "It's time." We didn't know what he meant.
Yeah. I was like, well, I thought he meant time to leave.
Yeah,
because we were done recording the podcast, and he's a big dude, and corresponding to that is a big stinky.
He didn't
mess.
throw it in the trash. He just put it right next to the toilet on the floor.
Yeah,
just a full
wide
diaper.
Open.
Yep,
wide open.
If you would like to hear more poo-poo talk, like these fine people,
Yeah, these are our podcast producers who
love these jokes.
Yeah. Well, actually, the ones with the smiley faces, the emojis next to their names, they have a poo-poo fetish, and
Yes.
they get turned on by that. And if you're one of those people, you can add your name to the list by going to patreon.com/supermega. By supporting this podcast, you get every new episode early and ad-free. Get your name in every new episode, and you even get stickers in the mail each month. And you get a lot of extra
Uncle
bonus-free content.
Sleepover, and you already mentioned the stickers. Behind we don't do the Q&A.
We have like
I would love to bring the Q&A back.
We should bring it
by the
back.
way.
We should totally bring it back.
We should.
We should. I'd love to.
It's
been a while.
revamped. It's new.
Yeah.
We'll spend a year probably
Talking about it.
talking about it and creating the branding and filming some episodes that we end up canning. But it will come back.
Yep. And speaking of coming back, never mind.
We'll talk about this in the next episode. We're going to start talking about this exact moment. We're going to start the next episode, and I'm going to confront you about this moment and why you chose to do it.
The next episode or the Patreon?
The next
after
episode.
show?
The Patreon, I'll be nice and I'll be civil.
Okay, because that's the thing we forgot to mention is there is an extra chunk of this episode of the podcast on Patreon.
Oh, there's that too.
Which is about to start.
But I will not confront Matt. I'll be civil. I'll be nice. I'll be cordial.
Thank you.
But the next podcast...
Well, I'll be looking forward to it, Ryan.
Put your debate socks on because you're going to need them.
I'll put them on. And my debate long johns and jockstrap.
Gotcha.
Luke, when he does that, add a splat, a cartoon splat that like add a, and then add the classic like cartoon splat sound.
And here, if you don't feel like looking at wait.
But you should use the cartoon one because
Come on, these are
fucking
good.
dope.
These are good.
Yeah.
Fine. Well, that's another thing we'll talk about next podcast episode too.
I'm sorry. Just forget about it. I'm sorry.
Have you seen my Cracker Jacks? Or my bouncy balls?
I saw the peanuts.
Dude, never mind, it's fine. I could have sworn I had a big thing of Cracker Jacks. I see the peanuts.
Peanuts. Well, you
I
asked.
also had a big case of bouncy balls.
You asked me to buy you some peanuts and Cracker Jacks.
Well, I don't care if it's fine.
Okay.
But still, the bouncy balls. I noticed you didn't say anything about those. Those are.
I didn't see them.
Are you sure? Ever? Why'd you say it like that? Do you remember when where you used to when you were a kid, you used to poop in the bathtub and play ships with them in submarines?
You know how many people...
It was a game Jip my stepdad taught me.
Like this, right?